A live look at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. Week 7 is underway in EA Sports College Football, and we are ready for a terrific game. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Boston College Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Nestled into a beautiful neighborhood in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Boston College is home to the Alumni Stadium. Seating 44,000, this is a petite but beautiful stadium in the ACC. Nice.
Okay, Holly. Lined up for the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Boston College's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well on it.
Finds a spot in the middle. Turning it on. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Eagles have it with a first and goal. Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nope.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Pittsburgh's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes it, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run play action. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working that left side now. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Pitt will have to boot this one away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run the counter. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice. In your sleep, that's a bad break for the offense early.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
The short hands, it's right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This Boston College offense has it working. They'll move the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal, probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead as we get a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's McKenzie. Floating away. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier. Now from 4. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Finally corral, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Panthers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying to move them on the counter. There's some room. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Addison. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Back to the ground game on the left. Powers through the defender. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Starting to feel a little pressure. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. With the catch, it's Wright. Racing down the left side. He's at the 30. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense. See what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Kent. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hicks. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Turner.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
Snags it and he's open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Escapes the pressure going right. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Pitt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lost one deep down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes...
Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Golden Eagles!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this 1st half. Great execution.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Lee. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Now improvising. Snagged in the middle, it's Lee. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The holder will put it down at midfield, a 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 17 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 38, and a really nice return there sets up the offense. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverage.
There he goes to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They go to the counter. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes a grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing.
Touchdown, Panthers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Coming out with it, it's Addison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Try to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion, looking to pass. It's McKenzie. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finds his man. It's Turner. Ran through the contact. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Punts it out of the air. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First down here for the offense. Running inside. It's Dickens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Red pass hits complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's McKenzie. On the move, he fires. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Knight. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The give to the left. Pulled down for the tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Panthers! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
31, Boston College, 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Addison. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Snags it quickly on the left. Could not make his way to the corner. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Here's a heat. Firing deep. Upstairs to make the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Boston College wants to play fast.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be...
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Panthers. The defense putting points on the board. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The run inside. It's Dickens. Plows through the defense. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll run it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
To throw, it's McKenzie. Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Turns it on in midfield. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Dickens.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going for the big play. Got it down the field. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Got his man on the right, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Great job by the offense there, getting the 1st down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Flips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. BC uses a timeout here. It's 2nd of the half. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Turner. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Quick strike through the air for the score. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Boston College.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. To the air, it's McKenzie. Pocket breaking down. Finds his back in the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Unleashes one deep. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. So now it's 2nd and long. back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse